So it's finished up at the Charters Community Stadium, Winchester City 2, Sholing 2. I'm delighted to be joined by City's goal machine himself, Warren Bentley. Was it? First of all, thanks for taking time to speak to me.
No worries.
Before we talk about tonight's game, obviously another pre-season in for you. How's it all going?
Yeah, it seems endless, my career. It's going well. Yeah, it's been good. It's been tough. Been physically quite tough, but it's what we need obviously to get ready for a new league and a higher standard. So yeah, it's going well. Quite a few new players, but the group seems to be messing well together.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, like you say, quite a few new players that have joined the club. How do you think they're settling in?
Yeah, they're doing well. We've got some great talent that's coming. Obviously, a little bit worrying when we lost a few early doors, but I had a conversation with Dave and he said, "Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll get replacements in. Trust me." So yeah, I went away, completely forgot about football for a few weeks because I had complete trust in Dave getting players in, and we are an attractive team to come and play for. We've gone up a league, we've scored loads of goals last year, we've got a bit of reputation for some attacking football, so absolutely we are going in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure. Like you say, we're doing all right at scoring goals. Obviously, another goal for yourself tonight. What sort of targets do you set yourself during pre-season? Do you sort of I know it's sort of this cliche that it's all about getting the minutes and getting fit, but obviously it's always nice to get on the score sheet as well.
Yeah, don't put too much pressure personally on myself to score. I've had pre-seasons where I've scored loads and others where I haven't. I think my best scoring season, I had a terrible pre-season goal. So yeah, I don't think too much about it personally. Obviously, you want to get yourself sharp on an individual level, but how the team is playing, how gelling together is more important in the long term. But yeah, absolutely, you do have to get yourself sharp, fit, and ready for the season because you don't want to be playing catch up come the first game of the season.
No, very true. And obviously, tough first game of the season coming up, home to Poole Town in 10 days' time now. How do you feel looking ahead to that one?
Yeah, good. It's ex club for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of the guys that were there when I was there a few years back are still there. It's one of those kind of clubs that have a good core.
Yeah.
It's a very good, well-run club. Tom's done a fantastic job at the helm there. So they'll be tough. They've made some great signings in pre-season, and they probably, for their standards, underperformed last year.
Yeah.
And I know they'll want to be pushing for the playoffs at least this year. So it'll be a good test, but it's a cracking fixture to start the season.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, listen, thank you very much for your time, and look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Thank you.
Nice one. Cheers, mate. So it's finished up here at the Charters Community Stadium, Winchester City 2, Sholing 2. And I'm delighted to be joined by City's first team manager, Craig Davis, after tonight's game. Davo, what's your take on the game this evening?
It was a good test. I think they're a good side, similar to Saturday, in that they're a team that's definitely going to be at the top end of step 4, and I do feel that teams near the top of the league, step 4 would compete near the bottom end of step 3. So from that perspective, it was a good test. I really appreciate them stepping in at short notice with Haven't dropping out of the game. And they're a good side. They've got some good players, very good players, experienced players I rate really highly.
Yeah.
Good lads as well. It was a fierce game. It's always nice not to lose, which is a good thing. There's plenty of positives to come from it. I thought we were excellent for long spells of the first half. I think maybe they had 15 minutes or so. We probably had 30 minutes of it, but things didn't quite fall for us in the box. I didn't think. Didn't make their keeper make enough saves, and like I said, we was a little bit unfortunate. Things were just behind people or just falling to the left or to the right people. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty positive night.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, we saw Josh Bertie go off fairly early in the first half. Is there any sort of update on Josh at all?
Yeah, I think he's got slight ankle swelling. I don't think it's long term. Jacksonian also had injury. He was in the wars. I think they left their foot in a little bit.
Yeah.
We want a competitive fixture, but there was one or two that was a little bit much, I thought. But I can't complain about that. It was a fiercely contested game. But played relatively, pretty much in the right spirit, other than the bad tackle which led to a sending off.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Do you think that had a sort of bearing on the way the game went? Obviously, it was 1-1 at that stage.
A little bit, I think. They sort of have to bank in a little bit, and then we go ahead, and then we had the injury to Jack, so we went down to 10 ourselves. So it was 10v10, which then looks even more false. I just think friendlies always go that way second half. The first hour is probably the proper judge of the game. Because subs always make it's harsh. It sounds like it's blaming the subs that come on, but it isn't that. It's just the nature and the ebb and the flow of the game just goes that way.
Yeah.
So it had an impact, but not too much really.
No, and I know we've talked about results before in pre-season, and whilst they don't have a major bearing, it does breed confidence. And again, it's yet another game that we're unbeaten in, so it's still just the one defeat. So we're looking in really, really good shape ahead of a trip to Bashley at the weekend.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's I think it's like you say, it's a habit you don't want to get into. Losing is a habit you don't want to get into.
Yeah.
And we've sort of carried on from where we left off last year, really, and we know it's going to be hard in the league when it starts. So we want to go into it with relative confidence. We've got 2 games left to go now. Bashley will be hard. They're going to be new to that league. I think they'll be a good side in that league, so that'll be hard.
Yeah.
It's tight pitch I know really well from over the years playing there. So that'll be a tough game, and then we've got Horsham, which are a team at our level, quite close to the league starting. So whether we go full tilt in that, I'm not sure yet. But we've got a couple of games to go, so we're looking forward to it. Train hard Thursday and go from there.
Like you say, Horsham's very close to the start of the season, so we're only just sort of a week and a half away from that now. Are we expecting any new faces to sneak through the door between now and then?
Yeah, maybe. You never know. We'll keep our eyes peeled for it if we can. We're not desperately looking for anybody, but there's a lot of managers that will have promised a lot of things to a lot of football players in this season. They're probably starting to think, hang on a minute, that promise I got maybe isn't coming to fruition. So there could be 1 or 2 bits and pieces going on, but they'd have to be better than what we are. Yeah. We're very limited in what we can do, and we'll see what we can do.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to catching up with you again at the weekend.
Yeah, no worries. Again, thanks to Sholing for stepping into the game. It was a good fixture for us, and I sincerely hope they do really well next year. I'm sure they will.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Thank you.